A lot of faceless channels are getting demonetized and most people don't even know why. In this video, I'll show you some of the biggest mistakes that are causing this demonetization and how to avoid them so you keep your channel safe. Let's begin with one of the most common problems, which is robotic voices. Now, one of the fastest ways to get your channel flagged by YouTube is when you use robotic voices or low-quality AI voices. I'm sure you have probably heard them before. You are listening to a content from a channel and it sounds as if, or it seems as if it's a robot that is speaking to you. Those voices, they sound flat, they sound unnatural, and they have no emotions in them at all. Now, I know that you are running a faceless channel, okay? You put in so much effort to create your videos, to animate them and put them out there. So with the videos, people already know what to watch, okay? The visuals aspect of it, you have taken care of it. Now, you have to look for a way to communicate your thoughts, to communicate your words to your audience. And because it's a faceless channel, you may be forced to get AI voices from some of these platforms that offer such services. What YouTube actually wants is that you should make use of voices that sound engaging and human. If the voicing in your content sounds robotic, your content can be seen as low effort, automated, and lacking originality. So what you would actually want to do to be on the safe side is to go for voices that sound natural, expressive, and human. But let's be honest. You see those voices that sound natural, okay? The ones that you end up settling for. There are some words they may actually not pronounce properly, especially for those of you who are into African folk tales. There are ways we pronounce our African names, okay? For example, you may write your script, you give it to the AI voiceover to do for you, and you hear words like Tunde, okay? That's actually Tunde, all right? Tunde or Bimbo, that's actually Bimbo. So no matter how natural those AI voices sound, they will still not be 100% perfect. I think the case will actually be easier for those into maybe American stories, as in foreign stories, not African stories, okay? So for those of you doing African stories, if at the end of the day you see that the African voice that you are using in that AI tool is still not doing the work perfect enough for you, my advice to you is to use your voice. Yes, a lot of channels are doing that now just to stay on the safe side. This may just save you demonetization. Now, using your voice comes with its own challenges, all right? You have to voice it. You have to be fluent in reading. After doing all the recording, you still have to go to your editing app to clean up your audios so that you have clean voiceovers at the end of the day. Now, another challenge you may have with this is time. All right, because preparing content for faceless channels already takes a lot of time from you. The time you use to generate your images, to animate them, to edit and all that, that is already time consuming. So if you know that you cannot now add extra time to be doing voiceover, reading script over and over, trying to get it perfect, and then you edit and clean up your audios, you can actually solve this problem by engaging the services of a voiceover artist. And at this point, let me put it out there that going forward, I'm actually offering professional female voiceover services, specifically for African folk tales, for moral stories, and for motivational content or any other content that you know you don't mind hearing an African voice or a Nigerian voice, particularly my voice, okay? I'm very good with doing that, very fluent in it. It will sound so professional. So please, if you're interested, check the link in the description box of this video. You'll find a link there. You'll get the details there. The rates are very affordable. Now, number 2 is reused or low quality content. So know this, YouTube will likely flag your channel if you are just copying other people's content, or you go ahead and upload other people's videos, or you are reposting AI generated content without adding any value to it. Please, if you are doing this, I want you to stop it. You may get your channel demonetized for it. I have watched some videos of some popular content creators, even in this my niche. They showed other channels that uploaded their videos exactly the way the video is, from A to Z. For example, if the video is 9 minutes long, go to that other channel, you will see exactly that video, 9 minutes long. The same title, the same thumbnail. How can you even do that? For you to be a content creator on YouTube, it shows that you have the creative ability to make content. So make original content. As a content creator, when you take someone else's video that you are reacting to it is expected that you add your own opinion, you add your own value to that video, okay? So please, henceforth, do not use other people's content. And if you must react to people's videos, let it not be low effort. Actually, add your own content into it. Make that video in such a way that it even comes out better than what you are reacting to. Now, number 3 is no original commentary or no creativity. That you are running a faceless channel. Faceless does not mean thoughtless. What YouTube is actually looking for in your video is your human effort. Please add your human touch to it. Add your creative decisions to your video as well. Also, add your storytelling effort to it. People want to watch your stories, people want to watch your videos and feel like it's a human being that is communicating to them. Let's assume you are a Nigerian, you are bringing out a story. When situations happen, there's a way a Nigerian reacts. So when the AI gives you your script, and you get to such point where your characters are reacting, your AI is not Nigerian. Your AI is not Ghanaian. Your AI is not South African. Okay? What you should do at those points is manually edit those parts. Just assume that story, what's happening there, you are the character, you are the subject in that portion of your script. How will you react? What words will you react with? Edit those portions and write those words that you would react with. Add them there. That is an example of adding your own human effort. Okay? Number 4 is over automation. I have watched videos, they show you how you can ask a particular AI and just with one prompt, you get everything done out for you. Now, this is good because it's going to save you time. It's going to save you a lot of stress. You'll be able to upload more videos. But you see the bad side to it. It simply means that AI is doing everything. Please, as a faceless content creator, be careful about tools that are over automated. It's challenging enough that your channel is a faceless one. You should not now allow it to be faceless. Do not allow AIs to take over the entire process. So that at the end of the day, you just type one prompt and the result you are getting is exactly what you just go to your YouTube channel and upload straight. Full automation without your creativity is risky. Your input should be there. You should be able to make changes to what the AI gives to you. And by doing this, you'll be safeguarding yourself from getting your channel flagged by YouTube. Now, number 5 is poor audio and visual quality. So even if your content is original, if you constantly battle with bad audio or low quality visuals or disorganized edits, you may have problem with YouTube. That is because YouTube is a platform that wants the best content for its viewers. YouTube wants a situation where when people come to the platform, they will love what they are watching. They will be satisfied. They will be entertained. They will be educated. So if your videos constantly have bad audios, bad visual quality, please, you should up your game. Watch videos on how to improve on your visual quality, how to improve on your audio quality. You can even check my channel. I've made some tutorials on how to get clear images and how to avoid some of these problems, okay? Let YouTube look at your content and be confident to recommend it to viewers. Number 6 is misleading titles and thumbnails. I cannot emphasize on this enough. If your title or your thumbnail is promising one thing and the main content of your video is delivering something else, that is a very big red flag. Please stop it. You see, I personally don't like it. I have seen videos where I see, titles that compel me to click on them. And then after clicking on them, I'll be seeing something else entirely. And then I'll just figure it out that the person, the creator is actually looking for clicks and views. It's not right, At times, I actually go on to comment that, but what you are saying is different from what brought me here. Let me tell you something. You may have a very emotional and attention-grabbing thumbnail or title that will actually lead people to click on your videos. But do you actually think to yourself that the people clicking to watch my video, are they watching it for long? Because it's one thing to have views. It's another thing to have a good audience retention. If you're able to deceive people, let me put it like that, because actually it's deceit now. It's deceit. If you're able to deceive people to click on your video, are they staying to watch? If they watch just 30 seconds or just a minute and they've been able to figure out that what your title or your thumbnail was talking about is not what they are saying, what do you expect them to do? They will click off immediately. So at the end of the day, you're not even doing yourself good. You may be having the views, but you may not have the good watch hours. You may not have the audience retention, and such audience may likely not revisit your channel again. Now, if your audience can feel that way, how do you expect YouTube to feel concerning such actions? YouTube doesn't like clickbaits. It may get your channel flagged and you may end up losing your monetization if you are already monetized. So except you don't value your monetization, you can continue doing this. But if you value it, please stop it. When you create content after recording your videos, let your title and your thumbnail tally with what your content is talking about. It's for your own good, okay? Now, number 7 is no clear value to the viewer. When you create your videos, I would want you to ask yourself one question, and that question is, why should someone watch this video of yours? In fact, if you can put yourself in the shoes of your viewers, play your video, watch it from beginning to end, okay? And while at it, be very objective. Disabuse your mind of the fact that you created this video. And as you watch, ask yourself one question. Why should I watch this? You will know if it is good enough for your viewers to watch. YouTube can actually flag your channel if your videos are not educating people, they are not entertaining people, neither are they inspiring people. People should be able to watch your content and feel better at the end of the day. Some people are just bored, and in that boredom, they come to YouTube to watch something to entertain themselves. That's how some people relax. So what am I trying to say? When you create your video, at the end of the day, it should be value packed. It should have some value that you can communicate to your viewers. You should be able to educate your viewers or entertain them or inspire them. And just know that if your videos are not doing any of these 3, you may have problems having your channel flagged. Number 8 is repetitive content. Repetitive content is when you upload a video or another variation of a video that you have done before. Now, I know this, that some people, because they uploaded a video and that video did so well, they end up uploading that video again. Yes, I have watched a content creator who actually did this, and for that reason, the channel was demonetized. It was a short actually. So she said that the short had over 1 million views. And after some months, after a while, she decided to upload that same short again, and her channel got demonetized. What some other persons do is that they may not upload that same video they've uploaded before, but they may do another video and discuss the exact same thing they've discussed in that previous video before. Now, if you must do that at all, it means there must be some new information you are bringing to the table. It may be a topic that is dynamic, and over time, there's now some new updates to that issue. There's nothing wrong if you come back to talk talk about it again, but this time you are now adding the information about the new update on that issue. But a situation where you are discussing the same thing you have discussed before with no variation whatsoever, with no new information added, no new value added, it means you are repeating your content and you may get into trouble with YouTube. YouTube will consider it that you are spamming the platform. So you may get your channel flagged, and if care is not taken, you may lose your monetization. So what you would want to do is to ensure that every new video you upload is bringing new value, new information, new content to your viewers. So now I haven't talked about all these mistakes that can cause your faceless channel to be demonetized. What should you now focus on to stay safe? Number one is make your content feel human. Number two is to add your personal touch to your production process. Avoid over-automating your process and avoid total automation. Another thing you should focus on is storytelling. If you must create a content that someone else has put up on YouTube before, you should be able to add your perspective to that topic, to that story. So what you'll be doing this time is that you'll be telling the story from your own angle. Take time to produce quality videos. That's what YouTube wants. So these are the things you should focus on. And when you do that, I'm sure you will avoid the demonetization that is flying around on the platform. Now, I would want to end by telling you that faceless channels can still grow and get monetized, okay? In as much as some faceless channels are getting demonetized, a lot other faceless channels are getting monetized daily on YouTube. It's just for you to know what to avoid and what to focus on. And those are the things we've been discussing in this video. Now, if this video helped you, I want you to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who is building a faceless channel, because it will do that person a whole lot of good. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe for more simple educational tutorials. Also remember that I now offer professional female voiceover services. So if you need my services, please click on the link you'll find in the description box below and do the needful. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.